Okay, we are back. Let's take a look. First pack is interesting. So the ones that stick out to me are Courser, Electrify, Herald of Faith, and Vampire Sovereign. Both white and black are...
You have returned.
Welcome back, Galg. 48 months. Thank you for the resub. The ones that stick out to me the most are Herald of Faith and Vampire Sovereign. I don't know between these cards which is better. 5 for a 3/4 flyer or 5 for a 4/3 flyer that heals me. I kind of think probably the Sovereign may be slightly better than the Herald of Faith. I mean, this is a persistent healing effect, bigger attack, so it's more of a clock, but I feel like a lot of times when you're getting run over, the heal is just sick. I don't know yet. 4 goddamn years. Goddamn years? 4 amazing years, Galg. 4 years of awesome content. See you in September, for sure, man. For sure. Death Baron's definitely not anything. Skeletons and zombies, there's like... No. just no. Like, maybe if we already had the open graves or something, you could see something. I don't want to play Baron here. I don't get a lot of Sovereigns. I don't know between these. I don't have a good sense for that. And actually, if anyone in chat wants to offer an opinion about that, not which one would you take, but the rationale for why I'd take a 4/3 flyer with a per attack effect versus a 3/4 with a on creation effect. I suspect the battle cry is better, but I'm curious. I don't like red in this draft very much. So Electrify is a decent but not amazing. 4 damage for 4 mana seems worse to me than 3 damage for 2 mana, like a lightning bolt. And I just don't like red. I feel like the Sovereign is worse. Okay, but that's exactly what I asked not to hear, right? So I don't want to hear, I think one is better than the other. I want to hear, I think one is better than the other because. Faith makes your opponent spend a removal on it, and Vampire's instant HP. Depends on what type of color. Sovereign's also a reach. Faith is good because with Epicure. Sovereign's better. Yeah. I feel like, unlike Hearthstone, I feel like Magic really, the toughness is a little bit more valuable. I like the persistent healing effect here, but I feel like the 3/4 is probably safer. I feel like white is probably a better color than black in this set, though, which is a little bit of a push towards white right now, towards the Herald. This pack is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 deep. It's possible if we take Sovereign, Neonate Wheels. It's less likely if we take Herald, Courser Wheels. All right, I think I take Sovereign, but I'm not sure about that. Chat's a couple more things. Chat says black Vampire has synergy, sure, but so does Herald of Faith with pretty much everything too. Why does Sovereign give me more flexibility going forward? Is Sovereign more or less flexible in Herald? I don't see that rationale. Why do you think that? Yeah, I like the battle cry effects. There's a lot of recursion in black too that can trigger this again and again. I think this card is really nuts. I think this card is really good too, but again, the toughness is really what's calling to me. That would be awesome. That'd be awful, Galg. If you showed up into the Chicago area and we got to hang out and there was a bottle of sake involved, I can only imagine that going wrong. I don't think Pegasus is worth picking over these. Pegasus is a great card, but I don't think it's worth over these. So I'm going to take Sovereign here. But I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure. What sold it on me is Battlecry being instant and the toughness. That's what sold it on me. Nothing else seemed to be particularly pressing concern. All right, so we've got... This is a mediocre pack for us right now. The ones that stick out are Skeleton Archer being all right, but not particularly exciting. Knightly Valor being decent, but not particularly exciting. The Drill Master, kind of, I think, a tier below either of those. The Spider being decent and the Basilisk being decent, but nothing here sticks out. I don't really want to go white yet if I don't have to, but man, I don't love Knightly Valor either. I don't love auras. But 2/2 Vigilance is fairly good, especially on a flyer. Green-black is fine in this, as is black-white. As I guess Essence Scatter's on there too, as is blue. Is Essence Scatter better than Knightly Valor? I don't know. Is it better in Giant Spider? I don't know. Like, see, the thing about Essence Scatter is that I don't like keeping 2 mana up all the time. I guess I don't have to. I guess I can play through it anyways. It just sits in hand and every once in a while remove something good. I don't know. Do I have enough to make blue-green? Probably not. This card's really strong. It's very unlikely I don't play black right now. And it's a hard card to splash because again, another hard pick for me. I'm leaning towards the Knightly Valor, but could be talked into Essence Scatter. I don't think Archer's strong enough to pick over these 2 cards. These 2 cards are both decent. I like this card a lot, but I don't think either of them are strong enough to pick over Valor either. All right, so did we see any blue in the last pack? We didn't. Doesn't mean there isn't some blue. Is the rare missing or rare's gone? You'd go for the Diregraph Ghoul. I wouldn't.
Fresh from the stagecoach.
Third Man Lithium. Thanks for the sub. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome to the channel is what I'm trying to say. All right. Let's take Scatter. Spectre sticks out here as a pretty solid card. The Epicure is decent too. I like another flyer though. A flyer with a on-demand effect seems good. You can also pick up a little higher value on discard cards if you have a Spectre in the deck early. That seemed fairly easy to me. I'm taking the Fountain of Renewal. I really like it as a whole, and I particularly like it in black Life Drain decks. Let's grab that. Blue has some synergy with artifacts too, but I'm not picking it because of that. Now this is interesting. This is kind of the dream. It's early in the draft. We have a fairly black heavy draft so far, and we just seen a Lich. Now, I don't generally think Lich is playable, and probably Neonate's the safer pick here, but I've never played this card in a draft, and I really want to. So I'm taking the Lich. And I don't think it's the best pick there. I just think it's the most fun pick, so I'm going to go with that. This is the best card here, probably. I don't really want to cancel. I'm going to take a 2-headed zombie and not be particularly excited about it. I could take this and just maybe we end up black-green. Zombies are annoying, though. I mean, what am I wanting to ramp for? I don't want to add green. I'm going to take black. All right, so we have a Epicure's pretty easy pick here for us. Second 2-headed zombie seems aggressive. There's no artifacts. Let's grab the Orchard and think about a green splash or a blue splash right now. Take the Walking Corpse, I guess. This is pack 1, right? It's just a 2-drop creature, still in our primary color. Duress is a little bit better, but not a whole lot better. Could grab the dual land. Could grab the Creeper. What do you guys think? You want your 5/5 Lich being based on having a fucking 2/1 Field Creeper? I don't. I'm gonna grab the Cinder Barons. Alright, Doom Dissenter is fine. Alright, blue-white duel. I don't think so, but maybe. Neonate came all the way around, and Mind Rot. That's slightly harder because of the Spectre, but I'm still taking Neonate. I think we'll have another opportunity at a Mind Rot if we want it. It's pretty early days in the drafting. Ghost Form's not seeing play. Infectious Horror's not seeing play. Okay, Hieromancer's Cage, Meteor Golem, Dissenter, Dreadmaw, Rejuvenator. Pack's fairly good. Courser. This pack is fairly good. I feel most comfortable splashing with this much black. A late white splash would be fine for Cage. I think that's fine. I think the Meteor Golem is also fine as very slow removal here, but maybe not good enough to pick here. I'm tempted to grab the Cage. Cage is locking us into a color though, or rather pushing us towards white. We've already picked one card that was over a white late game card to pick up Essence Scatter. And we have grabbed now some cards down here. I think Meteor Golem's great. I think Meteor Golem's slow. Banefire is better than Cage. For this deck? Better explain that, Felky, because I don't agree with that at all right now. Meteor Golem for the Lich. Doesn't work that way. Lich is a 3-drop. Meteor Golem is a 7-drop. Meteor Golem's a 3/3 who's pretty fragile. I don't think we're picking Meteor Golem for the Lich. We might pick Meteor Golem for other reasons, but it's not for the Lich. We do have a Cinder Barons. We can do black-red here. I don't like red in this set, and the only red cards that I would want in this deck in particular are removal red cards. And there aren't a whole lot of removal red cards. We're looking at Shock, which has no synergy with the primarily black deck and a little bit of red. We're looking at Electrify, which would be fine. We're looking at Lightning Strike, which has the same problem, which is in a deck that's almost primarily black and I want to get a Lich out in, I want early black mana. I don't want early red mana. And the cheap removal is more valuable earlier rather than later. I'm not seeing Banefire as that appealing, Felky. Like, the other, because when I think about the rest of the draft, I think about what other white or blue or what other white or blue cards am I likely to pick up. For the white, I'm likely to pick up Bonds. Bonds are better later. They're good early, but they're better later because you want a bigger creature with it. I'm likely to pick up maybe another nightly thing if it comes around, maybe a big flyer if it comes around. I'm not super excited about Banefire here. Yes, Galg. It could possibly be another day for sure. That's really fucking hard. How many times am I going to be sitting with that Meteor Golem in hand wishing I had a Cage instead? I mean, is the 3/3 body relevant for that much more mana? White Cage isn't very efficient. Where black and will take more removal. There's not actually a ton of black removal that comes around. So I think I would Cage over Banefire. For the part that's pushing me that way is I don't like the other red cards I'm likely to draw, and I do like the potential to draw white cards. Bloodletter seems pretty solid, as does the Axe. Axe has Lich synergy. We have a lot of kind of low value creatures right now that get a big buff out of that. Spectre and the Flyer both like the Axe here. Axe might come around though, and Bloodletter's very strong. I think I have Bloodletter here. Courser's worth looking at too. This pack is decent. Twins are gonna go, the Ogre's gonna go, Courser's gonna go. I think Sure Strike would go, but maybe not. The Basilisk will go. I don't know that the Axe is coming around again. I think I'm taking this guy, Bloodletter though. All right. There's a Take Vengeance over there. I'm okay with that. Nice red card. Don't know if you'd ever be able to splash it with this deck. A nice green card. I think this is a Take Vengeance, but we're not super excited about it. Second Fountain of Renewal seems super good with our Lich. We already have an Epicure. Grabbing that. Blue-white. Evoke the Divine. Sun Cleanser. Two-headed zombie is okay. Got some damage in sometimes. I'm going to grab a second two-headed zombie. I don't love this pick, though. It's an argument for Invoke the Divine. Kind of a weak argument. It's going to be dead a lot of times in my hand. There's a fair number of artifacts in this set that see play, though. And a decent number of annoying enchantments, too. I think Invoke comes around again. Zombie's a safer pick. Hired Blade, I guess. Don't feel super good about it. What's our curve looking like? Couple 2s. Couple 3s. It's okay. Swift Claw, Mighty Leap, Sovereign's Bite. None of these are seeing play. Certainly not the Swift Claw. The Mighty Leap maybe one day would see play. I'll grab it, but it's probably not seeing play. Scarring. Jesus. I don't want these cards. Second Doom Dissenter is a welcome pick. I can't believe Dreadmaw wheeled. Oh, no. How do I unselect, chat? Oh, God. All right. The Axe didn't wheel. Feels bad. Supplier's not seeing play. Never Knights charging. I don't know. Pack Beast is a maybe. Two-headed Giant. What? When did we see a Knight of the Tusk? I don't remember seeing that. I don't want a third two-headed zombie. Guess I'm taking an Invoke the Divine. Too bad that Axe didn't come around. Take a Revitalize. That's not seeing play, though. Take a Crash Through. Take a Plains. All right. We would like to get another artifact. Oh, wow. Another Spell Spectre. Another Epicure. And a Luminous Bonds. Damn. We have 2 life drain effects. The Epicure is pretty good for that. I like the Flyer or the Luminous Bonds personally, and I kind of want the other Spell Spectre, man. So Epicure, Spell Spectre, Bonds. You think easy Spectre? It's not so easy for me. We have no other removal in the deck right now except the Hieromancer's Cage. That's the only piece we've been offered. Well, that and the Take Vengeance, I suppose. We're splashing white for removal, basically. So... yeah, Spectres are 1/3, which doesn't have a lot of threat without things like Axes. Spectre's not coming around again. We have no other discard synergy right now. Yes, bread is bombs removal evasion, sure. But what is a Spectre? It's not a bomb. So you just think it's evasive, so you're arguing for bonds. I think some people argue it's a bomb. So... I Luminous Bonds here and feel bad about it. Herald of Faith, a Murder, and oh wow, Murder versus Sovereign versus Strangling Spores. That feels versus Angel of the Dawn. Maybe we'll get one of these back around. There's a lot in our color. I'm taking the Murder. I can't get away from it. The Sovereign's amazing though. I think this is probably the best removal in the set right now. Neonate, I guess. Sky Scanner seems easy pick here. The Axe is great for us. Submerged Boneyard versus Dissenter versus Hired Blade. I don't think we're realistically playing Essence Scatter at this point. We have a million 3s. I don't want a Hired Blade. Guess I'm taking another dissenter. I don't want a third neonate. Second pack beast is a maybe. If I play enough white to synergize off sky scanners and fountains, they're both draw cards. Being able to recursively draw is fun for me. Don't want a third neonate. I'm not playing 3. Probably don't play 2 of those, but we'll draft it. Bog Stomper is a big dude. How am I killing them right now? Neonates and Epicures. The gear. Oh, there's a second Epicure. Seems a lot more reasonable now. Do I hate draft the spider? I don't know. This makes no difference. This card's not seeing play. None of these cards are seeing play, so I just should just pick one. Same here. It's possible that card can see play, but it won't. Million Sovereigns Bites. Take the Rift. Okay. We're a little light on the air units. God, that murder up against the second Sovereign was really hard. I didn't want to. The murder is such the clear pick there, but it really not something I wanted to take. What are we card wise? We're at 45. What's going? I don't think Walking Corpse has a lot of value on our deck. I don't think Bog Stomper has a lot of value. Murder, Bonds, Invoke the Divines going. I think we're playing Lich. We got 3 artifacts. 4 if you really want to push calling that an artifact. One more card. Two-headed Zombie, Hired Blade, and Trusty Pack Beast all stick out. I like the Pack Beast with the Sky Scanner, but maybe trying to run 2 Pack Beasts. And I like the Pack Beast as a blocker. 2/3 body, but I'm going to run Light Planes. So, alright, let's cut 1 Pack Beast out of that. Put a Leap in. Having no combat tricks is a little bit unfortunate, but no Leap. Might consider dropping a Swamp. I haven't done land yet. We'll worry about land in a second. I definitely need another Plains. Is 4 enough? One every 10 cards. I might play that. I'd really like to hit triple black regularly. I mean, if we get an indestructible Lich down on like turn 3, it's a pretty strong chance we win. Let's try this. All right. Let's check this out. See how the mana breaks down. Having 3 black, I've never tried to play a 3 black card in draft like this, so I would like that to be consistent. Do we want to run Infernal Scarring? Probably not.
You have returned.
Golasha, thank you very much for the resub. 14 months. You don't like 3 dissenters? Well, we could potentially get around that.